everybody, and welcome to this video. This is Kaboom, and today we're going to be building a simple box spawner in the sky with some upgrades that will help with the spiders and with the creepers not blowing up in your face when you're trying to harvest resources. So this spawner also can be used as a AFK where the mobs are killed through the entity cramming, where you get too many mobs in an area and they start killing themselves. And you can also kill the mobs and get the experience if you want to do that. So a couple things about this mob spawner. From what I've tested, I get about 100 to 125 items every 5 minutes. So if you're to AFK overnight, you could wake up with from anywhere to 3 to 4 chests full of materials just AFKing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to switch anything up. It's pretty simple. You just stand there and build a little hut so you don't get killed by the phantoms. So let's take a look in this chest and let's show you guys what you're going to need to build this. Okay, so for this build, you're going to need 13 stacks of building blocks. It doesn't matter what you use. You can use cobblestone, dirt, wood. As long as mobs will spawn on it, you can use it. I'm going to use smooth stone because this has the outline of the block. It makes it easier for counting and for showing you guys how to build it. You're also going to need 7 stacks of half slabs, about 450 for the roof of the mob spawner to keep mobs from spawning. You're also going to need about 3 stacks of just dirt pillared blocks to pillar up to the height that we're going to build this thing at. And you're going to need 100 signs. You need 2 buckets of water, 11 cactus, 4 sand. Actually, you're going to need 5 sand. Let me change that real quick. You're going to need 5 sand, a hopper, and a chest. Now, a couple other things to make this spawner work well. I've noticed in PewDiePie's video and in Neeb's gaming video that they built this spawner, the similar spawner, the basic one that a lot of people build early game at ground level. That will really affect your spawn rates on this. The numbers I'm giving you are one that's built in the sky, not on the ground. Also out in the ocean, if you don't have an ocean, a flat plains area will also work. But best case scenario is out in the middle of the ocean. So let's go ahead and build up. We're going to build up to level 210. If you're on PC version, you can hit F3 to get the X, Y, Z coordinates. If you're on PS4 or Xbox, you can use a map, or I think there's actually a feature now where you can click on it and it'll actually show your coordinates on your screen. So let's go ahead and build up to 210 and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are, we're up at 210, and I'm going to turn this off now. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a little platform. This is going to be the area where we're going to be AFKing at and killing mobs at. So this will be that area here. So we're just going to start off by building out 5 blocks from there, give us a little space. And then we're going to want to build up another 24 blocks from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're at 24 blocks. And we're going to shift hold. And we're going to build a 3x3 platform around that center block. Okay, now once we have our platform, now we're going to build off in all 4 directions here. I'll show you guys on this one here. We're going to build out 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. On the 9th block, you're just going to slap a block down there because it's going to be where your water goes. Let's go ahead and fill this in. Put a block on here, and then up, and then do the same over here, like that, and bring these over. And these are going to be the waterways. You notice here that these are 3 wide. I did that on purpose. That is part of the spider killing system that you will see here in a little bit. Normally these are 2 wide, and on this one it has to be 3 wide because you're pushing the spiders into this area. You'll see that here in a minute. So go ahead and finish building this up. And that is one side done. Now we're going to repeat that 3 more times. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you're done with the water chamber areas. I like to go ahead and fill these in with water just to make sure that they're built right, because if they're not, you just need to put a bucket of water there, bucket of water there. That middle one will become a water source. And you can use that to grab water if you're in survival mode to fill your bucket up to come to the next one and put the water down. So you see the water stopping right here before this edge, which is exactly what we want. So that's a good thing. So now we got that, and perfect. So now we're going to build out these platforms that are going to be these 4 platforms out here we're going to build. And what we're going to do is this here is where the wall is going to go. So you just fill this in, build up here so you know where your wall is going to be, and you bring that out. Like this. And you're going to repeat this on these other, on all 4 sides, so all 4 sides are complete. So let's go ahead and jump in and do that. Also just wanted to pause to let you know that a good thing to do when you're building this in survival is to have a bed up here, because when it starts to get dark, you're going to want to sleep, and you're going to want to keep the sun up as much as possible so that things don't start spawning. We will put the roof on last, but even at that, if it was getting dark up here, things can spawn in these 4 corners and kill you. So my best advice I could give to you is to bring a bed also, and just sleep in that bed whenever it starts to get dark. Okay, so we got all 4 corners built. Now we're going to go around and we're going to build up the wall. Now we're going to come down here. We're going to go ahead and put our signs in. And what you're going to do is just going to want to crouch and put signs across all these so that the mobs think that these are full blocks, and they will walk right into those water streams. Okay. So now we've got all this here. We've got our signs in, so the mobs will spawn and they'll see this as a block, and they'll go boop, and then we'll slide down here. Now we're going to build the new and improved spider killing system. We're going to need the sand, and we're going to need the cactus. Okay, so the easiest way to put these blocks in is to come over here, smash that out, because it's going to go right there. But you need to have a block to hold your sand, like this, and then 2 cacti. So what I've noticed from hours of observing spiders spawn, they always like to crawl over here into these corners, and they like to get stuck right here, and they just sit, and you'll have like all 4 of these corners. With this cactus here, when those spiders spawn, they'll come in here, and this cactus will kill that spider, and that will allow more entities to spawn in here. Plus, it helps clear out the spiders from up here. So yeah, so this will help kill the spiders, and it actually helps, I think, push them away from the corners. From what I've noticed, the spiders don't seem to want to come to the corner when there's a cactus here as much. I don't know if that's part of their pathfinding or what, or if they just get damage and then move away from that damage. But this is the easiest way to get these things installed. Okay, so those are your 4 corners, and then we're going to come here and we're going to build this one. So this one is going to be this is the dirt that's level. So you're going to go here, you're going to break 1 more down, you're going to put a piece of sand, and then you're going to put a cacti. Oh, I gotta do that. And you're going to put 3 cactus there. So now any spiders that come into here will be killed by this cactus, and then their loot will fall down, allowing you to collect the string. And the most important part, allowing you to not have to worry about spiders getting clogged up here, and having all those spiders that just keep going up and down, and doing nothing in your system except just, you know, clogging the whole tube coming down. Alright, so anyways, so now you're going to want to use this pillar to kind of build yourself down, because we're going to build this area down, because we're going to build the new and improved killing chamber. So you just want to kind of step your way down like that. Oops. Okay, and then these 3 blocks here on this edge where the water is, you're just going to build this down. Let's see here. We can take, oop. Okay, don't do that. Okay, we'll pretend like that didn't happen. So, gotta leave that block there. And this is good for you to have some building blocks, like dirt. Okay, so build these 3 down until you have 3 blocks right here. 1, 2, 3. So that's the level that we're building down to right here. So we're going to need to go down a little bit more. Go there. There. So now this is 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now this is where your mobs will all get pushed down into, and it's very important that you do this first. You want to look to see where your platform is down there. This pillar should go straight down. Looks like our pillar's over here. We already got some creepers. So we're going to break this one out, because that's where our area is. And we're going to break that one out, because this is where we're going to build the pillar up. This is our drop shaft there, so we're going to need to build there, 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 and there. So we're going to bring this all the way down. We can fill that in. Now we're going to build this platform out so we can put the hopper and the chest in. Last, or not last, so we can put the hopper and chest in, and then we can build up and put the roof on and our last water source block, and then get out of there. And this is where it's going to get tricky. So let's build here. And that looks like that one there. And a chest. And you could add on to this thing once you underneath this, you can add a hopper here and build a big storage system underneath this. You can do a lot of whatever you want, but this here is where all the entities are going to get pushed into one area. They're going to drop here. You stand here, they're going to start dying from entity cramming, or you can stand here and hit them with a sword and get the loot that way too. So now we're going to come in back in here, and we're going to build ourselves all the way back up. So you got to start off with that, crouching, place the block on the hopper. We're going to build all the way back up here. Perfect. And now we're going to go to the sign. And we're going to put a sign here. Okay. And a bucket of water in this corner. So everything, all the mobs that fall down in here will get pushed into this corner. That will then get pushed all the way down to the bottom. So let's add the dirt here. Oops. We'll jump over here. Put a piece of dirt to get up. And then this is where it's going to get scary, because you're going to put the roof on and things are going to start spawning. So we're just going to put half slabs on across this whole thing here. And that's going to keep stuff from not spawning here on this layer here. So let me go ahead and fill this in real quick. And you'll notice here that the cactus do not pop. They stay there. That's a good thing. So just don't build anything next to that, and it should be fine. So let me go ahead and fill this in, and then I'll show you the run to the bottom. Okay, so the roof is filled in. That means mobs have started spawning under here. So you're going to want to come in here quickly. Then you're going to want to replace that slab, knock that dirt out. Now, if you see this happen in your game, it's okay. All you need to do is save and quit tile, come back, and it will fix. It's just a lighting glitch. Do that. Okay. Jump down here, knock that dirt out, knock that dirt out, that dirt out, that dirt out, that dirt out. Okay, everything's flowing to this corner, and then you just dig yourself down, and this is where the race becomes, because stuff will start spawning. Bam. And half slab. Oop. 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 Bam. Half slab. And now you just wait for the mob to start dropping. So now you can see the mobs are spawning. One other thing I would do real quick if I was in a survival world is I would build back up here to this level to where the chamber is, because there were some blocks that were built on the outside here that could allow spawns to happen. So I would take a minute, come up here and knock out the blocks that are on the edges here to keep anything from spawning on top of it and then dropping down on top of you, especially a creeper, because that would not be enjoyable. So just take those blocks out, so now there's nowhere for anything to spawn there. I'm gonna go ahead and just fly over here for time's sake. You can see everything's good there, everything's good there. And that's the mob spawner completely built. And now I'll show you guys what it looks like here. Let me get down. And you have a choice here, just to AFK and get materials, or you can come up and kill these suckers, which I would recommend using a sword, not a pickaxe, and getting the XP. Hey everybody, hope that was helpful with a couple of the upgrades, making this more efficient and effective early game farm for you. So remember to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. I really appreciate it and really helps. Thanks. Bye.